So welcome everyone, good morning to our little hunch before lunch. My name is Jackie, so we're going to do a nice little opening of body again. If you can be on the floor today, that would be pretty good, because we can do a little bit more twists and a little bit more into that lumbar spine area with some long holds. And then I thought we might do a nice little body scan meditation, so the mind can just switch off with a guided meditation for the second part. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position. You could sit on a cushion if you like, and just take a moment or two. So we'll start off with a few mobility exercises that you could do sitting in your chair at home if you're working from home. Take a moment or two just to come into the practice. This next 30 minutes is your time just to unwind, to forget about the morning, any tasks, and just be in your body. Take a moment or two just to shift your body weight. You can rock forward or backwards, and you can just move the head side to side and roll the shoulders back. So ideally we'd like the spine to be nice and elevated, but not regimented where you're tensing. Just find that sort of axle point pulling up through the crown of the head, and those seating bones rooted down onto the chair or the floor if you're sitting on the floor. Maybe closing eyes or soft gaze. Just take a moment now just to tune into the breath. Maybe this is the first time today you've even paused, taking a moment of stillness. Bring awareness into the flow of breath, in and out through the nose if you can. If you particularly had a busy morning, you may need a little sigh out, letting go of any of those conversations, letting go of any stress, letting go of anything that's not needed for the next 30 minutes. We breathe in. You can even imagine a white light or the breath going all the way up through the spine, out through the crown of the head on the inhale. Feel everything open and expand, and as we exhale, draw the breath down the spine. Or imagine that light, that white light or coloured light going all the way down, connecting you onto the surface that you're sitting on. Breathing in. Again, a whoosh or a sigh out through the mouth. Let it go. Taking a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, draw the ear towards the right side. So our little routine of just opening up the neck and shoulders. I know a lot of you are still working from home, so appreciate that work on the neck and shoulders. Take a breath in and exhale, release to center. Inhale, so there's a little core connection. Exhale, ear to the left side. Again, you can cup that left hand on the right temple. Breathe in. And exhale slowly back to center. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Into chest now as we exhale. Again, you'll feel your navel drawing into spine. You can even rest the hands on that flat surface of the skull and bring the elbows forward. Breathing in, keeping hands there if you like. As we exhale, scoop the core abdominals, tuck the tailbone under and look up now, placing the tongue on the roof of the mouth or the top back teeth. Might get a little crunch right in the middle of the back. Good. Breathe in and exhale, return to center. Placing that left hand down, reach right arm up. Take a breath in and exhale, take a nice little side stretch. Inhale. Good, and exhale, lower the right arm down. Inhale, lift the left arm. So just opening up the side body, bringing in some lateral bend as we exhale, take the arm across. Gently then release, coming to center. So as mentioned at the beginning, we're going to do a little bit of lying down. So we're going to lie down onto our mats on the floor. If you've got a rug, you can lie on your rug and slowly roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Take a moment or two just to lift your pelvis off the floor, rock and roll a little bit so you can feel the tailbone tucking under and find your neutral position. So your lower curve is there and you're not popping your ribs out. Place the arms down by the side and just take a moment or two just to open one knee towards the screen and then bring the other knee across. So we're just opening into what we call the IT band side of hips. Slowly open, take a V shape, and then bring the other. This is called window wide. It's also a nice way of just massaging into that sacrum, that flat surface of the spine. Bringing your right knee into chest now, just circling the ankle, just loosening up. Again, a couple one direction, a couple the other direction. Good, and then swap legs, bring the other leg in again. You can extend that leg if you like, just circling, releasing, often again that knotting and cracking and popping. And then slide your leg back and take a nice, what we call supine pitch-in. So we're lying down, we're slowly, first of all, going to just push that knee away from the ribs. This resets your psoas muscle. This is one of your fight or flight. You'll feel a nice little pull into the middle of your rib cage. That's where the psoas muscle lives. It works all the way down and it picks up your legs in time of danger. So it's a very old muscle group to get us away from dinosaurs pretty quick. Take a moment or two there. Breathing into it, a great one if you feel anxious. You'll feel that this area, you know, that butterfly feeling, that's your psoas muscle that will be going. Gently then, we've got the option to stay there or loop the hands through and then relax your head back down. This is now getting into the piriformis on the back leg. You can lift the leg or you can just stay here. Flexing the foot's going to support the knee so you're not getting any issues at the medial or the inside of the knee. Again, you're welcome to stay on and have a chat with me if there's anything that arises that you're not sure of with any of these exercises or poses that we're doing today. Taking a nice deep breath in. Good, we're going to introduce a twist. Now, staying here is an option, bringing the knee over. If there's any back issues, this might be too intense. You'll need to release your feet and bring maybe a cushion in between the knees. And then gently just lift your hips towards the back and take a baby twist. Again, being mindful not to let your legs split. If there's any back issues, your leg splitting will agitate that lower back area. So you can stretch the arms out and take your time. If you do any running or cycling, this option here coming along that IT band and outer hip will feel really nice. You can look up, you can look the same way your knees are going, or you can even turn, so to getting it a little bit more into the twist through the spine, looking the opposite way. And again, if any of these poses feel like they need a bit longer, then honor your body and hang out there a little longer. Using your core muscles now, engage and gently bring your leg back to center. Slowly release, rock and roll your pelvis at the center a few times, release the back that may have felt a bit stiff, and then just swish your knees side to side. Reset, so find your neutral position back into the center. Again, you'll just tilt your pelvis and then you'll release and the curve will come back into your lower back, and then just nip your ribs back down. From here, we'll slowly then take that front leg, flex the foot and gently push the knee away and get into the psoas on the other side. Taking a few nice deep breaths into the middle of the abdomen. Breathe in and breathe out. Just sending some lovely signals to the part of the nervous system that brings us into rest, out of fight or flight. So if you're feeling anxious, this is a great go-to. Just get on the floor and do your psoas release. Taking a breath in, if you're ready, you can stay here and just release the leg, or you can thread the hands through, so the thigh, or even round the shin if you want a bit more, and then relax the head down. So just see which feels comfortable. It's very tight here. If you're doing lots of sitting, as I know most of you are from working from home, this will be very tight. And again, next week and the week after, we'll get into some nice myofascial release techniques with the hips and the lower body for you. Again, just breathing into it. You could lift the foot if you need a little bit more, or you could lower it down if you want a little less. Feeling the spine nicely compressing into the floor or the mat that you're lying on, so it's a little bit of a massage there as well. Taking a nice deep breath in. Taking your twist variation now, lower the foot down. An option, take the knee over the navel, so we get the outer, or release the foot. Lift your hips to the front and gently take your twist. Settle in, so we want the opposite shoulder to knees going in the opposite way. You can look down that arm, you can look up, or look the same direction. And if you haven't got much arm room, you could do a cactus or something similar. So it's a really nice twist through the spine. Again, just taking your time. Try not to go too deep. Easing yourself in. A couple of more breaths here. Again, using your core muscles to slowly bring the knees back to center. And then this time we're going to hug the knees into chest and give that abdomen a little bit of a massage using the thighs. So you'll lift your tailbone and then relax your tailbone down, and a little massage side to side, getting into those two knobbly bits, into that sacrum. They get very tight. Maybe there's a forward and a backward, just mobilizing. And then we're going to roll onto our bellies. So rolling onto our bellies, I'll turn this way. And taking a really nice cobra, we're going to hold this a little bit longer. First of all, if there's any back issues, this is going to be what we call a yin posture. So we're going to hold this a little longer and try and get into the deep fascial tissues here by relaxing the glutes. But first of all, watch what I'm doing if you're not sure. Take your time just to relax the belly down. You should be able to hear me and just follow me. So first of all, we're going to just rock the hips side to side, relaxing the thighs, relaxing the glutes, and just breathing into the lower back, especially if it's really tight for you this morning, or if you're doing this on the catch-up. Taking a moment or two there, we can then gently start the process of slowly lifting the head. So the head, nose, chin and chest. And we can slide the elbows slightly in front with the shoulders. They can come in, they can go out. We can hug, so we can drop the head into the tortoise shell or out. Now take your time. Once you get up there, you may have engaged your core a little bit just to help you lift. Then just settle and relax the belly down. Relax the glutes. If you had a bolster, you could use a bolster or a couple of cushions, making sure that your elbows are not on a hard surface. So we're going to now just breathe in. So just keep relaxing the belly. Let your belly become like marshmallow. If this is very stiff or too painful, then just edge back down. Just focus on breathing into this lower back area. So we're just trying to send some fluids, some water, some protein, some chi energy into that lumbar spine area, which is our kidney meridians. Allowing that sort of flush of energy, clearing the debris. Think of water cutting through rock. So Thursday nights I do a yin practice, which is just holding the poses, with an element feel. We're learning a bit about Chinese medicine on Thursday evenings, so you're very welcome to join in. Take a moment or two just to relax the belly a bit more. Notice now if your head can lift up. Some of you could even stretch the arms out. This is called seal pose. Again, you can shrug shoulders or release. So bear in mind, this pose took me about 3 years to hold for 3 to 5 minutes because I had such bad back issues. So take your time, honor your body, listen to what the body is saying. Try not to let yourself compete by pushing, because you'll be very sore. When you're ready, slowly, slowly. The exit out we call the rebound is just as nourishing. Take it slowly, slowly, slowly. You can turn your head to the side. You can rock your hips side to side, and we'll come into a really powerful rebound. Some of you like lying on your belly. For me, it's not a neutral position, so slowly roll onto your back. Take a moment or two there just to let the arms release out, and you'll feel that heaviness. There may be a bit of heat in your lower back. You often feel quite aged coming out of a yin posture. But just know, the more achy you are, the more deeper work you've just done. Coming back to the breath. Now you might want to just hug in the knees if that was really intense for you. Just take another little massage. We're going to now come into the second part of the practice where you guys are doing nothing. You're going to lie down. You can sit up if you like and just relax and let me guide you through a nice body scan. So just take a moment or two to get comfortable. Make sure you're warm because we're going to be here for about 10 minutes. So as we begin by making yourself as comfortable as you can have a cushion under your head if you like, or it's a bit cooler today, maybe a blanket over you. As we take several long, slow, deep breaths, closing eyes will really help to come into that inner landscape. Breathing in fully and exhaling slowly. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose or mouth. Feel your stomach expand on the inhale and relax, let go as you exhale. Begin to let go of noises around you. Begin to shift your attention from the outside to the inside yourself. Again, simply notice. And bring your focus back to your breathing. Now slowly bring your attention down to your feet. Begin observing sensations in your feet. You might want to wiggle your toes a little, feeling your toes against your socks or shoes, and just notice without judgment. You might imagine sending your breath down to your feet, as if the breath is traveling through the nose, to the lungs, and through the abdomen, all the way down to your feet. And then back up again, out through your nose and lungs. Perhaps you don't feel anything at all, and that's fine too. Just allow yourself to feel the sensation of not feeling anything. When you are ready, allow your feet to dissolve in your mind's eye and move your attention up to your ankles, calves, knees and thighs. Observe the sensations you are experiencing throughout your legs. And if your mind begins to wander during this exercise, gently notice this without judgment and bring your mind back to noticing the sensations in your legs. If you notice any discomfort, pain or stiffness, don't judge this, just simply notice it. Observe how all sensations rise and fall, shift and change, moment to moment. Notice how no sensation is permanent. Just observe and allow the sensations to be in the moment, just as they are. Breathe in to and out from the legs. Then on your next out breath, allow your legs to dissolve in your mind and move to the sensations in your lower back and pelvis. Softening and releasing as you breathe in and breathe out. Slowly move your attention up to your mid-back and your upper back. Become curious about the sensations here. You may become aware of sensations in the muscle, temperature, or points of contact with the furniture or the floor you're lying on. With each out breath, you may let go of tension you are carrying, and then very gently shift your focus to your stomach and the internal organs here. Perhaps you notice the feeling of clothing, the process of digestion, or the belly rising or falling with each breath. If you notice opinions arising about these areas, gently let these go and return to the sensations. As you continue to breathe, bring your awareness to the chest and the heart region. Just notice your heartbeat. Observe how the chest rises during the inhale and how the chest falls during the exhale. Let go of any judgments that may arise. On the next out breath, shift your focus to your hands and fingertips. See if you can channel your breathing into and out of this area, as if you are breathing into and out from your hands. And if your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sensations in your hands. And then on the next out breath, shift the focus and bring your awareness up into your arms. Observe the sensations or lack of sensations that may be occurring there. You might notice some difference between the left arm and the right arm, and there's no need to judge this. As you exhale, you may experience the arms softening and release tensions. Continue to breathe and shift your focus to the neck, shoulders, and throat region. This is an area where we often have tension. Be with the sensations here. Could be tightness, rigidity, or holding. You may notice the shoulders moving along with the breath. Let go of any thoughts or stories you are telling yourself about this area. And as you breathe, you may feel tension rolling off your shoulders. And on the next out breath, shift your focus directly to the scalp. Direct your attention to the scalp, the head and face. Observe all the sensations occurring. Notice the movement of the air as you breathe in or out of the nostrils or mouth. As you exhale, you may notice the softening of any tension you may be holding. Now let your attention expand out to include the entire body as a whole. Bring into your awareness the top of your head down to the bottom of your toes. Feel the gentle rhythm of the breath as it moves through the body. And as you come to the end of this practice, take a full deep breath, taking in all the energy of this practice. Exhale fully, and when you are ready, you can open your eyes and gently bring your attention back to the present moment. As you become fully alert and awake, consider setting an intention for building an awareness that will benefit you for the rest of the day, or even a bit of journaling or writing a gratitude list is a wonderful way of finishing our practice together. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Jackie.